What's going on, guys? It has been such a long time since I recorded a video, posted, created content, all that stuff. I think it was like probably late February since my last YouTube video, which it's now early to mid-January. And, I just want to start getting posting content and videos again. So just wanted to record this video and say hi, but also give you guys a very quick life update in terms of how everything is, because you probably noticed that my background's a bit different. I'm in like a different environment. So I'll just address that very quickly right now. So recently, I would say not so recently, but starting in, I would say mid to late July of 2019, I moved here. So this basically belongs to my dad. It's property of his, and I work in the basement. So I work here pretty much full time, but I also live probably like 8 to 10 minutes away. So it's not too far, but this is where I come to work. This is where I have my solitude and to be able to crush work and be more productive in general, right? So that's the first thing I want to mention. The second thing is I just want to go over a quick review of 2019 because a lot has happened. I learned a lot. I've fortified a lot of skills. I worked on some weaknesses, and I would say 2019 has been quite a roller coaster in terms of my entrepreneurship journey and my business, right? So let's just dive right into it. So I began 2019 very, very optimistic, like a lot of people in January, right? Like all these goals and New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. And 2019, January was a very, very good month, right? So I worked on a lot of things. I created content. I was instilling these habits. I generated good revenue for that month. And, things were good, right? But then a couple of things happened, in February, March of 2019, personally speaking. And then I kind of let that get to me a little too much. So it wasn't anything too bad. It wasn't, any deal breakers or anything that really caused me harm physically or mentally. But sometimes, life just takes over, takes its course, and you let things get to you more than it should. And of course, you have up days, you have down days, you have some days where it affects you less and some days where it affects you more. That's kind of just what happened in like the first quarter of 2019. So as a result, the content I created, my habits, the value that I was putting out just dropped significantly, right? And, I take full responsibility for that, right? Like, being able to consistently create content and give value to people takes a lot of work, takes a lot of discipline, and takes a lot of guts regardless, right? So that's kind of what happened in the first quarter. And then I would say April, May, that's when I shifted focus. I'm fully a believer in chatbots, but then I started to add a few more things, like Facebook ads and Google, PPC and all these things that just weren't relevant to the people who I wanted to serve, right? And then I kind of shifted niches too. So I started the year off with wanting to serve, personal trainers, gyms, real estate agents, as well as, let's see if I can remember off the top of my head. This is terrible, but dentists, right? So some sort of medical professional, right? So those three. But then I focused like, okay, well, out of the three, which one did I want to focus more on? And I chose medical professionals, right? Because they had high margins and, I can charge more theoretically, right? At least that's what people in Facebook groups and courses and stuff teach you. And it just wasn't a smart move, right? So I'm still thankful for the experience that I got. I sent out a big proposal along with my business partner that, we almost landed a client, but we didn't. And it was just not a very good time, right? And then I kind of started to doubt myself and a lot of these ups and downs with entrepreneurship that just happen, on a day-to-day, even hour-to-hour basis, to be honest. And then, in June, middle of June or so, or maybe like second week of June, I had a couple of high-profile chatbot agencies approach me, and they're like, "Hey, like we want to hire a contractor. We need a team member to be able to help us grow, right? To be able to do some client work for us." And then, I of course said yes, and it was a really, really good experience with a couple of different agencies, right? So I learned a lot. I strengthened my bot skills, strengthened my copywriting skills. I didn't just rely on ManyChat to build bots. I also used LandBot. I upped my automation game. So not only can I use Zapier, but also Integromat. And there's a variety of different bot-related skills and aspects that really improved me as allowed me to grow, I should say, as a bot builder. And then, a couple of white label deals that are in the works and stuff like that, and which it's kind of hard to say if they'll come to fruition. It's just a lot of things happened in 2019 that really allowed me to learn who I was, determine what I really need to do to be successful. And I'm just really, really glad for the experience regardless, right? So now, in the beginning of 2020, is January again, still optimistic, still super hyped about the year. And I'm not going to repeat the same mistakes that I had for 2019, right? So now I'm solely focused on e-commerce as an industry that I want to serve because, like a lot of people, I think a lot of people are anyways, they have interest in helping people and increasing impact and be able to help their clients impact their clients, or should I say, help their clients impact their customers. So a lot of people who have e-commerce brands, they have a lot of these products it can range from, fashion items and clothing. It can range from, to jewelry, or it can even be, stuff that helps people with skincare. And being able to work with those brands and those companies allows me to help them help more people, if that makes sense. So that's why I focus solely on e-commerce, and I've been learning a lot about it in the last few months and, getting experience and testimonials and case studies and stuff like that. So that's the direction that I've chosen for the beginning of the year of 2020 and beyond, right? Again, I'm not going to let the mistakes that I made in 2019 seep through to this year, right? I'm not going to, be wishy-washy. I'm not going to be, which industry do you want to choose, or, what skill set do you want to strengthen and fortify? Like, I'm fully in on e-commerce and conversational marketing, chatbots, messenger marketing, chat marketing, SMS marketing, all that kind of stuff, right? It's basically the same umbrella, okay? So that's what you can expect from me going forward, right? Like, I'm going to be creating content as well on a regular basis, not a weekly basis, because I think I went a little too fast, too early for my content creation career and for 2019 in general. There's a period of time in February where I literally had a challenge to myself. I was like, I want to post every single day for the month of February and see what happens, right? And then literally like March 31st or March 1st of 2019, I was like, okay, no more content. And I literally just like stopped cold turkey since then. So I know it's not good, but I'm here to, take responsibility for my mistakes and also to improve on them, right? And learn from them. So, maybe you can expect a video like once a month or something. And then as I am able to, I'm going to ramp it up to like twice a month and then back to once a week. And then, you'll see my content in other areas. Like, I'm starting to use TikTok now, and I'll be on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram as always, and also articles on Medium as well, right? So that's just a taste of what's to come, but I thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you appreciated and enjoyed this video. Just wanted to give you guys a quick life and business update, and talk to you soon. Bye.